the way I work with the spirit world, they just tell me, I tell you, you follow the spiritual breadcrumb trail. And they're rock and roll. That's why it's called medium in the raw. Every once in a while, I'll drop an F-bomb. It's just the way it is, yo.
She keeps it real.
When you're dealing with this world as an empath, you got to have that rock and roll. So anyway, Tina, my hero, thank you so much for your service. Thank you so much for stepping up to the plate. And I just want to let you know that she totally signed a verbal contract with me that she would not leave me behind. We've got a lot of work to do, so she'll be here for a long time. Anyway, that's that. We ready to rock out the read, y'all? Now, a lot of what comes through today may not make sense, but that's what's called the spiritual breadcrumb trail. So information that comes through today, and you're like, huh. And then 3 days from now, you're like, oh. Was that for me? Duh, because you're paying attention and it comes right back to you, and it's your loved ones who are communicating with you, using the physical world around you. That's why you're noticing certain things. That's the spiritual breadcrumb trail, and it will repeat up, and it's the strangest thing, and you might be sitting there going, oh, I've got the greatest intuition of ever, and your loved ones are on the other side going, really? Okay, take all the credit. But no, you're hearing your loved ones. It is the soul that powers the body. We're all eternal beings. We all have a connection and communication with the spirit world. It's just coming into that awareness that is happening. But hey, I guess we're kicking it out now. You ready to?
Before we get too deep in this, can you guys hear okay in the back? All right, cool. Just make sure.
Who's been having hot flashes today? Okay, there we go. Here, stand up over here.
Hot flash.
Hot flash, baby. By the way, I'm an empath, so I'm picking up on stuff like this too here. Who do you want to hear from most of all? Who's on the other side? Stand up. Stand up. Are you supposed to be doing some education lately? What's going on with that?
So you said education?
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to be applying to FSCJ here.
Good, you're supposed to be doing that too as well. Okay, keep going with that. Don't give up, because you've actually been a little bit complacent with it, is what I'm hearing here. Who did you want to hear from most of all? Who's on the other side? Sorry, they're coming through pretty quick. Spirit world's over here on the right here. Who do you want to hear from most of all?
What's that?
Who do you want to hear from? Over there.
Spirit world, yeah.
My grandma Sue.
Your grandma? Yeah, but is your grandpa over there too? Because there's a male coming through here telling you not to be complacent with that, connected to her.
You said what?
Am I talking too fast? I'm sorry.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm sorry.
Okay, perk up your ears, they'll help you.
I'm trying. I'm definitely one of yours.
No, they're fucking with you. This is your grandpa who's coming through. It's a male coming through here, the male, the patriarchal order. Where's your father?
My father is out of my life currently.
I know. Is his dad on the other side? Have you been thinking about talking to your dad who's out of your life?
Sometimes.
Okay, so you're hearing the spirit world guide you to connect with him? Just telling you what they're saying here. Okay, does that make sense to what's been going through your mind recently?
Yes.
This is to validate up that you're hearing the spirit world. So I know you want to hear your grandma, but it's not that she's not here, but also too, she is giving me a yellow canary, so that'll make sense for somebody somewhere in that spiritual breadcrumb trail, but a yellow canary. So I don't know if you've seen the color yellow a lot, or does that make sense for you too? Because she's showing me that as well.
Yes.
And then she also shows me that her left arm, she was having a hard time with her left arm prior to her passing. Does it make sense for you too as well?
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes, now, legal disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, go see a doctor if you need to, but sometimes you'll feel like your left arm's like, what the fuck's wrong with my left arm? You're empathically linked to what was going on with her when she was going through her death process and what was going on. She is apologizing too. Sorry, it's popping so much. She is apologizing too. So I don't know, were y'all not able to talk right before she left? Okay. So there was a little bit of bumpy roads where you've been in like nowhere land in a way. You kind of not feeling where you belong for a long time. Anyway, so she's talking about that. So you have a tendency to, rather than fight, you flight. You're like that little bird, you pull back. And so She does say you make too many assumptions that other people may not see you. She said we do see you. So that should make sense for you too as to what's relevant going on in your life right now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So for those of y'all who are listening here, you've got a lot of people over here on the other side, and so they know exactly what to say. This is a group read too as well, so if certain things are coming through and you're like, wow, that's been going through my mind, they're having me say certain things because it will work for all of y'all. I know, it's just the way it is, but they will work it throughout your life in a different way following the session here too as well. But you need to get your ass in school. Quit procrastinating here. Talk a little bit more. She's telling me that you're not talking enough, and that's actually making it more difficult for you to hear. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So you need to be talking a little bit more, like with your friends, or even pull out your phone and record and then listen to your own voice, because you've really kind of gotten into your head, and not everybody's telepathic like you are. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, because there are times where you'll say, I said that, and the person says, no, you didn't, but you thought for sure you said it.
That happens to me a lot.
Okay, that's why she's saying, get out of your head a little bit here. So, and that's going to be good for you. So, funny enough, but are you thinking about going into communications?
Yes.
Okay, well, then you need to be communicating a little bit more. I don't know if you said that a minute ago, but...
No, and I completely agree. I really should.
You got this. Yo, you're more important than you think you are. Right? Remember that. Because, yo, life can be hard. You know, but we're all on this crazy ass ride together. Yo. So your voice matters. Very important here. Do you have any more questions for her?
Is she okay?
She's like, the question is, are you okay?
I am.
Of course she is. She's heavenly, universal sight. It's solid on the other side like it's solid here. She's A-okay. Yeah. She held on for a minute. She's talking about that. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't feeling so well, but she held on for a minute. She didn't just snap out. Some people would say, well, she was a little bit ornery. Make sense?
Yes.
Well, she says it's more like stubborn. It's got to be my way, or no way at all. So you'll notice that that's her voice. And when you rang. So yeah, you've been feeling a little bit more alive. Remember, I'm not the doctor, but that's one of the reasons why you've been getting these little hot flashes. You're starting to feel like, oh, I'm going to do life again. Whew, getting things rolling here. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Any more questions?
No.
You good? Do you have a little boy? You don't have any children?
Yet.
Are you talking about, like, do I have children, or do I have children in my life?
Do you have a little boy in your life?
Yes.
Okay. Not your child.
Not my child.
You take care of him?
To an extent.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to leave that alone then.
Okay.
That's what she says here. But are you thinking of maybe having children in the future? It's not a negative thing. Oh my God, it's never a negative. Don't go to the negative. Don't go to the negative. No. That would be a whole nother... I've got a lot of people here. That would be she likes to talk. This would be a really long conversation. It's not a bad thing what you're doing here. She's guiding you in that direction. You do have an influence. It's like a child. So keep doing what you're doing, okay? That's a good summarization of it, right? Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Take that microphone away from her because her grandmother will not stay.
Where are we going?
I know. Far right.
back right?
Yeah. Hey. It's like blurry. Far, 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 far right. Back, far. Stand up. There we go. Glasses.
Right here in the glasses?
Glasses. Yes. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. It's amazing. I can't see. Yeah.
Hello.
Well, hi. How are you doing?
Okay.
They just go their point. Go back to her. And I can't see shit, so they just make it like 3D. I'm like, I'm blind enough as it is.
I've never been read before.
Wow, we got a virgin in the house too as well. Where's your mom?
My mother?
Yes.
Is passed.
Yeah, I know. But she's over here. I want to talk to her.
Oh.
So she's giving me the number 3 and the 3 children. So are there 3 children? Is she one of 3? Anyway, she was talking about the 3. It could be a friend of yours that oftentimes when they deliver messages, you'll be amazed that like days from now or whatnot, you'll be chit-chatting with a friend of yours and the read will match up for that particular friend too as well. It's very interesting, but she is insisting upon that as well. And anyway, you saw her passing coming to you as well. She talks about that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't sudden, so you helped her, so she is thanking you. She just kind of lit you up back there. And if you guys really, this is a joke here, if you knew how blind I am, that's why I'm just like, she just zoned, like everybody else went muted, and then you were right there. She wanted me to talk to you. So anyway, she does talk about the month of March for her birthday anniversary of death too as well. And she does talk about, now, did y'all just move?
Yeah, I was born in March, and I moved here to Florida a year ago.
Okay, so she's talking about that's a good point. So that's the 3. But you'll see the 3 will repeat up again and again and again. And 2. Was she shaking a lot too? Were you with her at her last breath as well when she transitioned?
Not at her last breath, on her last day.
Okay, because she was talking about that. Do you remember that there was a little bit of a tremor or a shake, and you feel that occasionally? She's fine. Yeah, she's fine. But there is just that. So sometimes where if you're feeling her presence and then you start kind of tremoring, it's just, she's not doing it.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yes.
I have like my spine tremors.
Okay, that's her. So you're just connected to her life, her in the physical and her death process, which is like really the most powerful process and experience of our life. Empathically, you're just linked to that moment in time with her. She's not doing it to you, but that's a bridge of communication. That's the way you know it's actually her when you feel that, a little bit of that, interesting. It never felt like it was you anyway, too. That's why if you go back in your memory bank, you would see that you had been thinking about her prior to that little shiver, tremor, whatever that is. But she does talk about how she, too, took a moment to leave, but you did let her go. She does say thank you for that, too, as well. So you have 4 children, you said?
Yes.
Do you have a brother who's still here in the physical?
Yes.
Okay, so she's talking about him. Was he like the favored?
I don't know if there was a favorite. I think my older sister was favored, actually.
I'm just telling you what your mom's saying here. Where I don't know if that's is it your brother that you're connected
My
to?
son's the favorite out of my children.
Well, she both can be true, but she is talking about her son, your brother. Okay, so you're a lot like your mom anyway. So she's talking about that. So she's like, maybe that's my hidden little secret that you don't know about.
Oh, maybe.
But if you look back on it, you'll see, oh my gosh, that does make sense. But she does talk about that too as well. Did you lose some of her stuff?
Did I lose what?
Some of her stuff?
Did
Did you misplace some of the stuff that belongs to her? She's just
my sister did.
She's showing me like just a small box, and it's like disappeared. Where the hell is the stuff that's in that box? Anyway, so she said maybe you won't find it, but it's quite by accident. Have y'all been talking about that recently? Is that why she's bringing that up?
No, my sister passed, and she had all my mom's stuff.
Mm-hmm. She's not here right now, though. Well, but she is stepping in. Does she have a bad fever, too? Your sister?
Probably. She was in the hospital.
Okay, but like a really bad fever. And then also, too, her left kidney. I'm feeling that left kidney. Your sister. Mm-hmm. By the way, if you're confused why I'm pointing to my right, the way I work with the spirit world is I ask they come to my right. Mm-hmm. And so she's right here. Your mom's right here. Oh, so your sister came in a little bit later too. Your sister is talking about the month of April too for a birthday anniversary or death. So April has to fit somewhere, maybe with your son. I don't know, but also too. Yeah, that's why your mom's saying you're probably not going to find the stuff that belongs to your mom here. And so, is she the one that you think that this is your mom's favorite? Mm-hmm. She's contradicting. And she's like, no, it's our brother.
Okay.
How blind? No. She's like, I know. It was my life here. So,
Okay.
had y'all lost connection or communication a little bit before too as well? Your sister? Like you were out of the loop.
Yeah.
You were out of the loop.
Yeah.
Is what she's telling me. She's showing me that and how she's sorry about that. It wasn't on you, it was on her. Mm-hmm. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So, see how we can hide the read in plain sight, y'all? But yeah. Anyway, you have any questions for them? We keep it light for you. We keep it easy. You got this. Just follow the spiritual breadcrumb trail and certain things that come out and things that even if I'm not reading you and if I go to somebody else, when I do go to somebody else and if it's like, wow, yo, it's still a message for you too as well. Your mom will work with anything that comes out of my mouth and she will make magic happen around you too as well. And so you've been guided to actually start taking better care of your body from your mom.
Oh, okay.
Because it's been that little intuition, right?
Yes.
That little inner voice. It's more like, I have a feeling I need to take care of. That's your mom going, I see what's going on here. Let's make this better.
Okay.
And so, good job on that, she says. So you really hear your mom quite well. It's really important. She's not the butterfly, she's not the bird, she's not the squirrel. She communicates with the animals, and that's why they're around. Or with the cat, or with the dog, or whatnot. Okay. And so, you're doing a really good job. That's what she's saying here. You got lots and lots to do, so keep on keeping on. Keep it, and happy birthday in March.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have any more questions?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Good. Oh, your hair is really pretty too.
Thank you. Again, Medium in the Raw would like a special thank you to the Beaches Museum for loaning us their beautiful chapel for this event. And special thanks to the Marines and Toys for Tots. Next time on Medium in the Raw.
So was there a little bit of chaos in her life when she left? And was it because of something she did that made her go home? Anyway, she's talking about that. That's just the way she's talking. Well, it's something full responsibility here. I'm really sorry about that. It's what I did that got me home. But I'm home and I'm happy and I feel really good because I didn't really like being here in the physical that much. I never really did. I was ornery all the time, and that's why I always felt out of place. And so you notice how she talks without taking breaths. She's like carrying on. And I'm like, yo, bitch, there's periods and sentences. Slow down. She got her nails done special for tonight.